So, Danny says last game of the season, this will probably go down to. Hello and welcome to this video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. We'll be doing the debrief tonight, and I've got a lot of things to say about the debrief and some behind the scenes things to talk about as well. So please come to it. I need some people's opinions and thoughts on it. But that's all I'm going to go into now. Anyway, Sheffield Wednesday manager Danny has turned around and said that he reckons this will go to the last game of the season. Now, the problem is we are now picking draws up where we need wins, and people around us are picking wins up where we need them to lose. And that doesn't help at all. And the next game is against Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park. And the thing is, everybody who we needed stuff to happen, it just didn't work out. Both Plymouth and Blackburn got massive wins that they needed and got them out of the position they were. Millwall has hit that 50-point mark, so that means they are pretty much safe themselves. If you look at what's in the table, there's a couple of teams who are now just dragging themselves slowly but out of this now. And this is the thing. Huddersfield they did get their one. They nearly got all 3 points. But it really, really did help us. It did help us. But at the same time, we can't keep relying on people. We're going to have a situation where we could potentially get the win we need and it still be in vain. Because it's still very, very tight down at the bottom. It's 44 points for Huddersfield and Wednesday. It's 45 points for Birmingham. It's 47 points for Stoke. 47 for QPR. 48 for Plymouth. 49 for Blackburn. You'd probably say probably now from QPR down who can do. And even QPR and Plymouth will be out of that soon, possibly Stoke. And this is the thing for us. You look at the fixture coming up, Birmingham and Huddersfield play each other, which could, in theory, just put us all but done. Birmingham have got Rotherham next weekend. This coming weekend, sorry. And it's going to be that interesting thing where anyone can go here or there. It all depends what happens next. Like, we could finish 14th, or we could finish 23rd. And that's the thing. It is going to be so close to the end of the season. And we need to try and pick a win up. Now, people saw Deji Gazama in Wednesday gear at Manchester Airport. It wouldn't surprise me if Danny's giving them a couple of days off to go see family and friends and stuff, just because we don't have a game till Blackburn Rovers. Give them a chance to rest, get the minds a little bit prepared. I know people are going to be like, well, they've had that international break, why have they not done that? I think that they're part of just trying to see what happens there. But it's so interesting that there's so many different variants that could happen in the bottom. And the thing for me is we have to keep concentrating ourselves. In that first half against Stoke, we could have quite easily blown that game away. That game could have been blown away, done and dusted. Get to half time, 3-0 up, probably get another one in the second half, and then you're thinking, brilliant, done. But our issue is we do not finish chances. We just don't. We're really bad at finishing them. And it's been that way for a while. And this was one of those games that I really thought we could get something sorted. And one of the things I found interesting was that the tweet from Joe Cran at the weekend about Barry Bannon and Liam Palmer. West Brom game could be their last outing at Hillsborough. Because they're both out of contract. That could be their last outing. Because they have no idea what's going on with their futures. Like, I know we said about Barry Bannon possibly getting a contract and said he'll be here next season. But is that still in the plans? We have no idea. No one is having contract negotiations because they're waiting to see what happens. And here's the thing, we can't keep doing that. We can't keep having a season where at the end of the season, players don't know what their stability is. Stability makes it easier for players to settle down and understand. If you've got a bunch of players who know what they're doing, if you start putting contract negotiations down, say, I don't know, first week of January, and you've got a couple of those players signed onto new deals, you're like, okay, brilliant. And if you do want to get rid of them in the summer, you can transfer list them. So that's not an issue. But we have to start picking up points. We can't keep doing what we're doing where it's a draw here, a draw there. The goal that they scored, Stoke, was very much preventable. And we'll go into more detail on the debrief. But Sheffield Wednesday need to pick wins up. And if you look at what we've got coming up, we've got Blackburn Rovers. Fun fact about that one. They haven't won a home game since about January time or something like that. It's January, February time, which ain't great for us. Stepping up to this. If you actually go for all 6 matches now, we're actually where we are. We're 22nd because we've fallen off a cliff. And if you go to Blackburn Rovers, last 6 matches, they put them 13th. Now, if you go to home matches with that slightly dropping off, but you go to a home match for, say, a Blackburn Rovers, they've won 1, which was versus Stoke. The rest are draws, losses, and whatnot. And if we go to our away matches, away from home, we've had 3 losses and 3 wins. So away from home, we are better. So maybe that gives us a bit of a boost, a shot in the arm. I don't know what you want to say. But we need to figure out a way of getting those goals and having that luck. Because the luck as late has kind of disappeared from us. We were having chances and stuff to get sorted. But it does feel like we have to make our own luck. We haven't had a penalty all season. I think Bristol City was the last team who didn't have a penalty all season. I remember Nigel Pearson talking about it. Excuse me. So Danny thinks this will go to the last game of the season, and I'm starting to think so. If not, we're already out of it. But again, it's 1 point. By the weekend, we'll know a little bit more about what's going on. And I just hope the players don't look at results. I think the best thing for them is to stay away from results and just concentrate on our games, because there's no point looking at anyone else again, because there's nothing we can do to influence it. So we'll see what happens. But I want this to be a championship squad and team next year. Everybody does. But I think you get that realistic feeling that it might not. But we have done miracles in the past. But have we used them all up now? We'll see.